Hey, what's up guys? MrPresidentTDH here, and I'm going to show you guys how to get high kill scores in Modern Warfare 3. Right off the bat, thank you Blakely for letting me upload this, and in this gameplay I go 111 and 19 on mission using the P90. Alright, so I sped up some small parts here and there just to kind of get this gameplay smaller and more condensed. But how to get high kill scores in Modern Warfare 3. The game type you want to play on is Demolition, mainly because you can drag on the game for about 20 minutes. Now, I didn't want to use one of my other high scores where I got 2 Moabs, and I'm saving that for a rainy day. And I'm just going to save that for dual com. I'm going to save, but just besides, whatever. But anyways, so if you trust that I mollywop kids in Demolition, this video will be so much more easy. Alright, so anyways, you want to run with a group of 6. They don't necessarily have to be MLG pros, they just need to have mics and be cooperative, right? So next thing you want to do is you want to get a party going. You want to invite them all to the party and make it invite only so you don't get any distractions from other conversations or other people joining. So search for a game in Demolition. You don't want to get put into another person's lobby or a game that's already started, mainly because they will have host. To prevent this, you want to have your group spam invites to your recent players while you're searching. This will ensure that you guys, well, your team will have the host advantage. Alright? Now, you guys want to vote for places such as Dome, Hard Hat Mission, and even sometimes Seatown. Alright? Now that we have like the generic details down, let's talk weapons and kill streaks, guys. Weapon-wise, you want your team to use what they feel comfortable with. Alright? Any submachine gun or assault rifle will suffice. If you have someone that's trying to use a sniper, light machine gun, shotgun, or riot shield, you need to respectfully tell them they're retarded. Alright? Now, kill streaks, you want everybody to be able to run UAVs. If you can have as many UAVs always up as possible, the better, alright? So, suggest people to run UAV, Stealth Bomber, and EMP, alright? Just make sure they have that UAV. That's the #1 thing you want to have down. Stealth Bomber is really good because you can take people off the bomb site quickly. EMP, it's pretty self-explanatory. You send them back into the Stone Age without their electronics. So, now that we have weapons covered and kill streaks covered, let's talk the motives. The goal of the game is to keep it going as long as possible. The way you do that is by going into overtime. You guys have to play round by round and keep it going, alright? So, I'm going to talk about the Chief soon. Pretty much, he calls the shots, tells everybody what's going on, alright? And I'll talk about the Powerhouse and the Infantry, all their goals, later on, alright? But anyways, you guys want to lose a round and then win a round, alright? That'll send you in overtime, alright? But you don't want to just win it instantly, or you don't want to lose it instantly. You want to make sure they win or lose the last 30 seconds of the game, alright? So, the Chief will tell you what to plant, what to defuse, and what to leave alone. And when a bomb detonates, you get anywhere between 3 to 4 minutes. Like the very first round, I think we had a total of like 5 minutes, and maybe even more. I don't even know. So drag the game on as long as possible, and make sure you listen to the Chief's communication plans. The Chief is there's only one Chief, all right? He pretty much keeps the team notified of what's going on with the spawns. Like whenever the spawns change, becomes split, someone's planning, defusing, and pretty much where the enemy generally is coming from. The UAV helps your team know where the spawns are, alright? So you want to keep your team spamming as many UAVs as possible. And split spawns are one of the things the Chief need to really look out for, because split spawns is one of the most deadly thing on your team, and then it just causes a lot of raging, and it's bad. So pretty much what split spawns are is when somebody goes in, let's say we have a group of 6, their entire team is out somewhere, they just spawned. They spawn on and they're starting to head towards the bomb site. Let's say we have trooper #1 or one of the infantry that takes off 2, maybe 3, maybe even 4. Now, since they're over there killing that other team, that group can't spawn with them. They're going to spawn across the map. Now that's really bad because now you have people spawning on either somewhere new, or you have them still rushing from the original spawn. So your team is pretty much getting attacked from 2 sides, maybe even multiple sides. And this is really, really bad because you can't necessarily stop it sometimes. And once that happens, once one gets in, then everybody else spawns on them. Once they're on the bomb site, it's sometimes hard to get them off. But if the split spawns ever gets to you and they have the plant and they kicked you guys out of wherever you guys are defending, key thing is you want to keep flashing, keep the UAVs going, and have a stealth bomber clean them out. After that, I'll talk about the Powerhouse, what he can do in that situation. Whenever the spawns switch, it's good to know because everybody pretty much generally turns around and starts just killing them from that direction. And whenever someone gets on a bomb, you want to have like key communication. You don't want it to be really silent within your group. You want it to be everybody's talking, everyone's getting go. like just pretty much just talking. You want to have some communication going, and just pretty much to stop split spawns. What you want to do is you want to have your team spread out a little bit, and once you kill somebody, make sure you go back and clean up one side. Don't ever leave one side hanging. Just kill them all. All right. So now that the last part I really pretty much want to say is, as a chief, reward your team with verbal applause, all right? So the chief wants to keep your team, like, motivated to play. Like, say things like, thanks to whoever threw up that UAV, or whoever's watching that window, nice job. Just, help out your team. Make sure they know that you're being a good leader and whatnot. So this video will help you understand what the chief's job is and what the powerhouse's job is. Now, some people might argue that they could be the same thing. Now, in my case, whenever I play, I'm the chief and the powerhouse, where pretty much the powerhouse goes out there, gets all the kills. Chief tells everybody what's going on, what we're going to plant, what we're going to defuse, where they're coming from. And then the infantries are just pretty much everybody else. It's usually anywhere between 5 to 4, depending if you have a chief that's also your powerhouse. But anyways, this last little part right here is just for the powerhouses, all right? So the chief and the powerhouse are pretty much just two separate things, all right? The powerhouse's job is to run support, rush, and get loads of kills so that they can get kill streaks, all right? So he rarely ever plants or defuses. In this gameplay, you see me I don't even think I even planted or defused once. I rarely just ever looked at the bomb. But whenever I did, I just picked people off. And pretty much their job is to ensure that the infantry is able to get in there and pretty much defuse the bomb. So you're just defending whoever's defusing. But the way you want to do that is by cutting off the, like, support that they're giving. So if people are spawning and they're heading on their way, if you stop them from even like getting anywhere near the bomb, you guys can get it easy to defuse, and more people get in there. But anyways, he will, like I said, he will rarely ever touch the bomb site. They should use a submachine gun, which makes rushing easier and faster. If they rush, it pretty much keeps the enemy on their toes. Once they're always on their edge and like always freaking out, that makes it so much easier for those other people on your team that aren't quite as good. I'm not saying that bad people will be able to pick them off easy. I'm just saying, if they're freaking out all the time, it's going to be a lot easier to pick them off. So in my case, I use the P90 with extended mags and a rapid fire, especially on this map. I love the mission. This is one of my favorite maps. I run the perks Sleight of Hand, Assassin, Steady Aim, all pro perks. Sleight of Hand is really good because you want to have quick reloads in their spawns. Assassin is really good because you want to stay in their spawn and be undetected. And whenever they call it an EMP or something, because you're bound to have somebody on the other team get an EMP at least one time, because 20 minutes and they only have to get 18 kills. I don't think that's too hard to do. And Steady Aim, mainly because it makes your spraying more accurate. Like, you see me hit fire a lot in this gameplay right here. But I run UAV, Stealth Bomber, and EMP, mainly because I'm going in there and I don't care about the consequences of when I die. It's always good to have at least maybe one, maybe even oftentimes 2 people running Assault. If you have a nice Predator missile and then take it to the Reaper, then to the AC-130, that's really good on your team because it just keeps bombarding the team, the enemy. And you don't want to have anybody ever running Specialist. If someone's trying to run Specialist and you just get a Moab, you need to respectfully tell them you're retarded. Don't have them do that. But pretty much that's just pretty much everything. So now the infantry, their job is to pretty much do whatever they feel like. The chief in the infantry is often an infantry. It acts like an infantry. Everybody's just out there doing their own thing. But you want to really stay around the bomb sites. Now, dragging on the game, I forgot to tell you guys about this. If you're trying to win the game, it's often better to lose the first round because it makes winning the next round easier. All right? Now, when I say that, I mean, if you want to be able to plant something, it's a lot easier to plant something and get the win than have them have to plant it to win. Like, I don't know if this is making any sense to you, but it's a lot easier to let them win one round and then just destroy them the next round, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And then in overtime, you guys just plant it in the last 30 seconds and drag it on like we did here. We're coming into the second round right here, and I did not anticipate it to actually go this far right here. But anyways, I play on 6 sensitivity. Other people argue playing on the higher sensitivity is better, but I kind of don't understand why people would want to play that high of sensitivity, because the second your controller starts shaking or anything, your gun goes everywhere. I can't keep it as steady as I used to, mainly because I just don't. I wouldn't say I don't play as much, but I just say I just can't handle 10 sensitivity. So just play with whatever you feel like is good. the way I rush, I like to play on tactical whenever I rush, just mainly because I don't ever use my butter knife at all. I like to just crouch. You see me drop shot a lot in here. I'm going to admit it. I drop shot like a hoe, and I honestly don't even care. It's a lot better than those people that just head glitch or just sit with their like little heads poking out and then they just spray you from afar. That just honestly aggravates me so much. But I play on tactical. I hate the panic knifing. The panic knifing just gets on my nerves so much. You have no idea. And there's several times, like right here, I don't even understand how that guy shotgunned me like that. But these guys were just really using shotguns a lot. There's not much I could really do to stop them. But what you want to do with your team is you want to keep them in their spawns, all right? But the chief should definitely know where the spawns are at all times. So in this game, I got, I think, a total of 5 EMPs, and it seems like every single, except for maybe one, every single stealth bomber I called in was so spot on. It got multi-kills every single time. I think right about, I think maybe in the next 15 to 30 seconds I call it in and I get a multi-kill. If not, I save it for overtime. But another thing you want to tell your infantry to do, if they want to use suppressors, that's entirely fine. I don't use suppressors mainly because I actually like them to know where I am, because that just gives them the incentive to actually come to try and kill me, even though I know they're not going to be able to do it for most of the time. Now, I understand I'm sounding like an overcocky son of a hoe, but it's honestly a good tactic that I use, and other people should use suppressors. And if you get everybody running assassin, that will honestly aggravate the other team so much. And what you really want to do is whenever you get into a lobby where you have a group of 3, maybe 4 against you, and nobody on your team is doing amazing, what you want to do is you don't want to drag on the games anymore. You want to just completely flat out destroy them. Don't let them get any plants, don't let them get any diffuses, just plant everything, win instantly, and then they usually will quit out within the first game, if not the second game. Because after they just keep realizing they're losing and losing with this group, they're probably going to leave. But you want to really, after each game, start inviting so you can get a full lobby going. Have everybody spam their recents with invites, and that really helps keep the game moderated, alright? So after each game, you guys want to keep changing it up, all right? So we have people that all the time are like, I want to run assault. Well, what you want to do is you want to have 2 people, only 2 people running assault. Everybody else runs the UAV, stealth bomber, EMP, just to keep it all like regulated. Because EMP after EMP and stealth bomber after stealth bomber, you see it in this. The stealth bombers were just ramming these kids. And UAV, I cannot stress that anymore. You need UAVs nonstop. But in assault, if you're going to run assault, make sure they're not running anything ridiculous like juggernauts and like, I don't know, care package. And if you know they're not one of those people that can actually get their assault kill streak, you need to tell them to always run support. Because if they're not going to even get their kill streak, it's just a waste. You need to respectfully tell them that they're not going to be able to get their kill streaks. And pretty much that sums it all up. We covered kill streaks. I think kill streaks. I didn't cover perks too much. Dead silence can be argued with and switched out for steady aim. But a lot of people would beg to differ with Assassin. They think Quick Draw would be better for a submachine gun. But I feel that it already aims down your sights way faster with the submachine gun. You can't really rush with Assassin and Assault Rifle. But whoever's your powerhouse that's rushing up there all the time, you really need to be on your toes too. You're going to have to improvise. You're going to run out of ammo if you keep in their spawns for a long time. You see me later on, and even earlier on, I had to pick up an AK-47, a USAS. I had to pick some shotguns up, pick up other people's guns. But extended mags, if you have extended mags for a gun, it actually increases the amount of ammo you have in your mag and how much ammo you have overall. And that's why I didn't run out of ammo too often, because if I wasn't running extended mags and I was just running rapid fire, I would have ran out of ammo so fast. But anyways, let's just go ahead and wrap this all right. So I hope you guys enjoyed these tips and tricks, and I hope they help your team do well. If you're watching this from my channel, please click on the annotation on the screen in the top right. And please subscribe to Blakely. And if you're one of Blakely's viewers, my channel will be in the description down below. If you like this commentary, like it. If you like me, go ahead and subscribe. And check out my channel for anything else like that. And just a quick thing out there, I'm a little bit curious why people argue that rapid fire and suppressor together is a way better layout. But I don't understand that. I'm confused. If you guys could just message me or put a comment in the video why people like to run suppressor rapid fire. What is your layout that you like to run? and just pretty much what you like to run. But this is all I have. This is my time, 111.19. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later.